Good morning and welcome to the Moopsyverse. And so I was telling Chris Chris is here. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
I was telling Chris I need to change the intro, and he's asking, "Well, we have to change the intro because it references Pi, who doesn't stream with us a lot anymore. Pi, if you're out there, I love you, dear, but he doesn't stream with us very much. It references DT, who doesn't stream with us very much anymore, and we're in an ad, and it references Ed, who definitely doesn't stream with us anymore."
I mean, you never know. I mean, it might be with Spirit.
Oh yeah, he's totally with us in spirit, but
Not much else, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
They pulled his Discord after 2 years of not being used, which was really hard.
so the messages are no longer accessible, stuff like that.
Yeah, at 2 years, if a Discord isn't being used thereabouts, they discontinue it.
Hmm.
Anyway, we're in a commercial break already because it didn't give me a warning, which means I probably was into it at the end of my last show, which was what, Friday? Thursday.
Yeah, didn't do one on Friday.
I was other places mentally Friday, like sleeping.
I
Yeah, been sleeping a lot the last couple of days. Been tired.
mean, sleeping is good.
Sleeping is great. Temperature at the moment is 55 degrees.
So pretty
So
much like it's here.
yeah, so I've been totally enjoying this cool weather. But means I can sleep in. Except last night I woke up and because I didn't have the windows open because the dogs were barking. Oops, is that the weapon I want? Yeah, that's the weapon I want. I wound up having
You
to
should
turn on the
charge.
fans because without the windows open, there was no breeze, there's no fresh air coming in. I was just afraid it was going to get too
Who's that
cold.
fluffy boy on the bed? Who's that fluffy boy on the bed? He actually got himself traumatized on the walkies, and now he's afraid of walkies.
Oh no, what
Yes.
happened?
Well, I let him off the leash
Oh,
on Friday because he's fine about it.
oh, good for
He
him.
returns when I call him in, and such a good boy running around behind his. I mean, after his ball, and running after another toss, he must have stepped on something that hurt his paw without permanent
Oh,
damage whatsoever, but it, like, put him back into a shell. And now he's walking with his ears tucked behind his head, so only on alert mode. He does his duties, but he doesn't. He's unwilling to explore. Seems to be very stressed out about the walkies in general. So yeah, we're back to the stage which we were never in the first place. So
it'll come back. He'll gain his confidence back.
I don't know. I'm trying to reinforce, like, saying, "Oh, good boy, this, good boy, that," giving him treats when he's immediately coming over and stuff like that. But I can see it's gonna take time. I do have a feeling that he's not received the proper socialization at his younger age,
Oh, of course not.
since it's so easy for him to lose his confidence so quickly, and so with such a tedious thing.
Well,
He's unwilling to explore. He will go behind me, but he's just like, yeah, I'm like 2 steps behind the daddy because
yeah,
I'm a bit afraid. And he's
yeah.
perfectly
He
fine at
he
home. He's
wants you
perfectly
to.
normal at home.
Yeah, if he hurt himself outside, stepped on something, stepped in a hole, he wants you to go first and make sure everything's safe for him. Which you're right. It's a dog
It's a
who,
first
yeah,
for me, but
he just needs to get some
okay.
confidence, and it takes time. Just like with a little kid. And you're right. He probably just
Yeah.
didn't have anybody there to help him build his confidence when he was a little puppers, even a medium puppers.
And he's 5, so that's a bit.
Yeah.
Uh, Excuse me. It's a bit sad that he didn't have actually proper confidence building up until this age.
Well, he's there now. You're there now. We'll all be fine.
But he's perfectly fine at home. He's like, cuddle me, daddy. Feed me, daddy. Oh, he's so enthusiastic about food. Oh my god, he's so food
Well,
driven. Oh, such a food driven puppy. Cuddly fluffer, and his fur is so soft, literally everywhere. Just love fondling this little noodle.
Yay, I dealt with my phaser damage. I wound up yesterday with rolling Undine on 3 of my 4 accounts, and it's just like each of 30 Undine
Oh my
on
god.
each account. And
Oh
it's just
my
like,
god.
really? And of course I hadn't gone through and if I'd been smart, I would have scoped it out, teamed them up, and just had to do it once. But nope.
Yeah.
So what did I roll today? I get 10 Undine, and then I had 3 Iconian TFOs, and I'm thinking, no,
Oh my god, I got
we're
Undine
not
ships
doing that today.
already.
You have
I had
Undine?
Undine ships yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
Uh,
Hold on, what's coming up for the event? Maybe there's something Undine-ish for the
wanna do
Universal today.
Undine.
Today's Universal is Nukara Tholian Captain.
Avoiding that like the plague, so no Universal for me for today.
Well, I
Noted.
So I'm trying to decide if I'm going to go to class tonight or Wednesday night. For just to give you a heads up, this upcoming Monday is a holiday here in the States, so I will be off doing something with my son, and we have to leave here to go do it like 6 a.m., so we're not going to be a show. And the following weekend, my cousin will be here from Sweden, and I'm not going to wreck my morning with him. I'm going to let
Only
him...
good news about Monday. I'm not bothered because I need to visit a local office because my ID is expiring, so I still will not be here around that time.
I'll send out a note, but the
not-
next 2 Mondays I will be gone. And actually a week...
2 Mondays.
2 Mondays I will be gone. And the
Crudely
following
detected.
Tuesday, which is like September the 7th? September the 9th, I will also be gone. So off for a little bit here and there. Just dealing with some fun family stuff, all good stuff. Trying to figure out my life, do a lot of little stuff here and there. So what do you have for your endeavors today? And do you need to do the daily?
I don't know what daily you're referring to, but
Red
I have
Alert?
no daily. Oh, no, I actually have done that. Sorry.
Okay, that works.
Uh,
It takes a whole minute. That's not a
Undine
big
ship,
deal.
30 of them, plasma damage in space, and one reroll because I'm doing that.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing 3 Iconian TFOs today.
And salvage 500, so the easiest
That's
one.
nice.
I just need to figure out what I'm going to do with my plasma damage.
In space or ground?
Space. I don't have a ship that uses plasma though, outside of maybe one ship, but I'm not willing to actually use it.
I have my Romulans, who obviously are plasma builds, but it doesn't work when we're going out with the Federation because they're all Klingon based.
Who woke up, Fluffer? Oh, my sweet little boy. Oh, such a cutie. I'm such a cutie boy, and we actually slept well tonight. So I woke up at a decent hour. We had time to cuddle in the morning, and someone eagerly jumped into the bed.
Well, with the temperatures dropping, it's been pleasant sleeping.
It has dropped here as well, but it's supposed to be hot on Thursday and Friday, which I'm not looking forward. I'm sick and tired of the summer.
Yeah.
I think at this age I'm turning into what we call a Yeshinyara, which means an autumn girl, which I'm totally up for being an autumn girl. I just putting pumpkins and spice latte, pumpkin spice latte and stuff like that, and putting tinkle lights. And I like longer evenings, rainy days. So I'll do.
We have
And I've got a server not responding,
hot...
and I'm floating in midair.
Okay.
Whoa.
We have some hotter weather coming up next week, but this week it's 50s at night, 70s during the day, which will be amazing. I've been talking about painting the bedroom that I think's gonna be my studio moving forward. I'm trying to decide if I'd leave this little bedroom where I'm in right now as being my room that I use for this, and make the other bedroom into a crafting room. Do I make this into a reading room? Do I make this into a little bedroom? But I was telling my son that I'm not going to repaint until the temperatures drop, because painting when it's really, really hot out, 1, the paint stinks, and 2, because I have cathedral ceilings, very high ceilings in 2 rooms, I'm up on a ladder and all the heat goes up there because the fans are turned off when you're painting. And I don't want to do that. And so it promptly goes into 50s to 70s, which is like, you should paint your bedrooms now. We've given you perfect weather. The gods are announcing something, so maybe I will get some paint this week.
It's an option.
It is an option. It's not a great option. If I move everything to the other room, I'm going to have to put all the cable or internet over to there. Right now, it's carefully wired along the edges of this room so that you don't see it, but you have to cross over it in one spot. If I do it in the other room, I'll have to refigure that. I don't know. It all means working. I don't want to do work. How about we do Pew Pew and go do some Undine stuff in space? Do you want to just do Undine Battlezone, or do you want to do like Undine Assault?
I'm trying to figure that one out. Give me a sec. I just need to figure out what I'm gonna use for the plasma damage, because that's a
Well, you know what?
that's a lot of it.
While you do that, I'm going to go look at the Undine zone and see if it's busy. Because if it's busy, it might not be the easiest thing to do at this moment.
Yeah, that's true.
Undine Assault might not launch up, though. But it usually does in the morning. So we tried out a brand new restaurant last night that's been threatening to open for almost a year. It finally opened over the weekend with what they call a soft open. So we're like, oh, I'd like to get this. We haven't gotten those bowls in yet. Okay, can we get this? No, I'm sorry, the smoothie machine hasn't been delivered yet. Can we get this? No, I'm afraid we haven't gotten the mangoes in yet.
Oh my god. Do you have anything from your card, from your menu?
So they had their basic ramen in, which was fine. It was okay. It wasn't fabulous ramen. At least it's not my version of fabulous ramen. But they only had 3 of the soup bases. They make their own soup base, so they had a vegetarian one, which was fine. It's an id. Hey, id, the ramen place opened. Okay.
Cool. How's it going?
It's going good. I was just saying the new ramen place that's been threatening to open since you were living here opened this weekend. But
The
I'm sorry?
the one right there by the store?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was okay. The interior's really neat. They've got like these hexagonal wall pods, so you can sit in one, or you can take the stairs up to the second level of them, so they kind of are like a honeycomb on the side. It's a very bee themed thing. And then they have these little, they look like drop pods made out of bamboo, that are little seating areas for 3 to 4 people. And instead of the waiter or waitress coming by and asking, do you need things, there's a little switch on the wall, and you just press the button and they come over to take your order. You need something done, press the button, they come over and take care of it. Kind of cool. Oh, I was going to go to the Space Battlezone and see what they're doing. But it was okay, but not fabulous. Oh, they're just finishing up, Chris, in the Battlezone with the Voth. So that means everything will open up when you get here.
Okay, I'm finishing up. I just need to put traits on.
And they're doing the Voth for another minute or so, which is great because I still need to do 5 Voth ships, so I might as well go do them. So how are you doing, Id? Oh, don't you start
Still waiting.
your job today?
I don't know. I'm still waiting for HR to get me my hours,
Oh, okay.
which is concerning. So I signed my I-9s on Friday,
Yeah, oh.
and they're like, HR will be in contact with you. They're closed on the weekends.
Yeah,
they're,
of
they're
course.
not in the office. You don't.
Well, that's typical. Oh, your mic's cutting out.
Which?
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
sorry. Better.
Not really.
Basic.
It's like you're
but,
roboting.
Yeah.
How's that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, which is, they said which is perfectly normal. That
Yeah.
But Indeed is scaring me because I got an email stating that uh, they were moving forward, but not with my application. I'm like,
Well,
What?
I thought you said you got the job and you've been onboarded.
I did. Yeah,
Oh.
that's the thing. So,
Probably a mix-up of the HR.
yep,
Yeah, that's.
and it's Indeed. So
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. They're here too, and they don't have the best reputation.
No, Indeed used to be great, but
yeah,
a lot of it's automated now. So if you do their online testing, they'll be like, okay, you scored like 99th percentile. And then you get the call back going, oh, we didn't proceed because your scores weren't up there. I'm like, but, what? So it's one reason we stopped using Indeed for processing, trying to field people. We would use it to put out the job application, but not for actually doing any testing. Well, good. I got 4 of the 5 ships I needed, but not 5 of the 5. Go figure. See if we got that last one. Aha! Got it on the last one. With 0 seconds to go. Well, once your HR opens up, which is probably in a couple hours out there, 3-4 hours. Hold it for you. It's what, 3 in the morning where you are?
yep.
So about 6 hours for you before HR probably opens up.
That should do. Let's see what my tray looks like.
So out of curiosity, did you do an in-person interview with them or a phone interview?
In person.
Okay. That's really harder to mix up then.
Yeah.
Because if it was online, you could say like, oh, we actually pressed the wrong button or something.
Yeah.
But if they actually saw you physically, you were physically there. It's
Yeah.
kind of like,
Yeah, the in-person interview and the was on Tuesday
Yeah.
of last week,
Uh-huh.
and then the
okay.
I-9 was Friday. So
Okay. Yeah. I would disregard Indeed and give them a buzz. But yeah, if you got everything on Friday and you didn't get your hours from HR, that's not a surprise.
Yeah. Honestly, I've seen internal HRs messier than that. They can't put up a proper scheduling and stuff like that. Even my company that exists since 2001, they're doing their own scheduling and everything internally. They still mix up stuff all the time. And there's a messy business about person not acknowledging that there were like days off marked in the request queue, and they still marked people for work that day. It's a big mess. Okay, I'm here and I
Okay,
see
Chris, I'm
boss
aiming for about the 5 o'clock position. Because there
getting ready
should
for
be
when it
one of
starts.
those,
Oh, we still have 1.5 minutes
I
until
know.
Undine turns, but
I think this is the artillery one down here, and that drops more ships than the other ones do. There's one in the
All right.
center, but somebody else had it over there with their big jellyfish, and I'm like, that's not going to
of
work for us.
course.
What the heck are you
Of
flying?
course, there's a jellyfish. What the heck am I flying?
Yeah, I don't recognize that.
The silhouette doesn't
Oh, okay.
suggest what it is. Yeah,
Kelvin Heavy
it's a
Destroyer?
Kelvin, yeah, Kelvin
Okay.
Destroyer. I haven't flown it in a long while. I used to have Iridium Plasma on it, and I remember that I have a very outdated build, so I kind of upgraded it, and hopefully it'll do. I mean, it's gonna deal with plasma damage. Everything else
Yeah.
is just an added extra.
Okay,
Yeah,
seeing
I
your
do
ship,
like
I
that
can see how
feature.
the silhouette in the image doesn't represent it well.
Yeah, because it's just like a singular.
Mm-hmm.
It's a singular.
It looks
stick
like a
beneath.
tadpole in the silhouette.
Kinda. This actually, from top to bottom, looks like a pizza cutter.
It does, yeah. You know they do make Starfleet pizza cutters, right?
I know.
Yeah,
I mean, they had even Starfleet, like spaceship, Star Trek starship, like Enterprise shaped, salt shakers, and they've used them in the
Oh,
Kelvin
yeah.
film.
Yep.
just the most hilarious thing ever. Using their own merchandise. But I like it. I like the internal joke kind of thing. Yeah, but I do like the Kelvin Destroyer. It's a fine ship. It is a destroyer, but I honestly have had experience with it. Feels like a cruiser, really. Plus, it's got a good experimental weapon, the point defense matrix, and if you use it on this ship, it actually physically opens launchers for it. You see those? If you look at closer at the hull, the saucer, actually, it has those gray squares in like the inner circle.
Yeah.
In front, and they are for the experimental weapon. If I go into tactical mode, you'll see them actually opening hatches, and weapons will pop out of those.
Oh, cool. Hey, let's shoot these things while we're here, since they have popped up now.
Oh, they popped up.
How much plasma do you need to do?
I
know you said you.
150,000.
Oh, easy. With 30 ships, that should be easy. So as I said, I don't know if I'm going to be here tonight or if I'm going to be here Wednesday night. My son's arguing for don't go to class until after all the stuff is done, because he's a worry he's a worrywart and worries for his mom.
Aw.
Are you getting my kills?
I have 5 kills
Okay,
so far.
so we are
I've killed
sharing
5
already.
ships. Yeah.
I just wasn't
I
sure
got
because I
7,
felt like
I
I'd
just killed
killed
1
more
ship.
than 3. Oh, because there's somebody else here, that's why. I got my 10. This is a lot easier than yesterday.
Well, you're not doing it alone.
Yeah. But when you've got more in the zone, it
Wow.
spawns more too, so. Good morning, Cliff. Cliff is logged in. So, Cliff, you need to let us know what you got for stuff, so we can team up and get some stuff done. We're doing the 30 Undine for Chris right now.
Oh, I've actually haven't noticed, but I've done my plasma.
Excellent. I've got my 10 Undine done. Our visitor appears to have left.
Damage output. That's not bad.
Oh, there's the guest. The interloper.
You mean the intruder?
Yes.
So that experimental weapon has 360 firing arc, which is great, and it does kinetic damage. So if you don't have torpedoes on, and you still have those little launchers.
That's nice. I had kinetic yesterday, and I was thinking, ugh, lots of kinetic takes time. Nope, apparently it doesn't.
How are the puppers?
The puppers are okay. The weather has chilled down a bit. It's 55 degrees right now. So the puppies are like, it's pleasantly cool. We're just going to sleep. But I've been taking them out for super long walks so I can get some stuff done around the house, because otherwise they're very argumentative. But Mom, we want to do this. But Mom, we want to do that. Mom. I'm like, come on. You've had breakfast. You've had a walk. You've been outside. The door is open. You can do whatever you want to. But Mom,
Destroy ships.
my children are so annoying sometimes. But they're adorable.
Annoying.
I know.
How dare.
Let me know how you're doing on your ships.
I'm done.
Oh.
I just said that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no
All right,
worries.
well, I'm getting out of here. Then I'll leave those ships to that guy.
He's
And
clearly doing ships as well, because he's not progressing anything.
All right, I am getting out of the zone. I'm going to jump to a different tune, so I'm going to unteam us, Cliff, and jump on a different tune and see what I've got there, since I've got all that stuff done. Yay.
Yeah.
With dogs.
Yeah.
And everything I keep reading is like, well, you need like an SUV. And I'm like, no, that just puts the dogs in a bigger back seat. It's not going to make them happy.
Yeah, no, not really. I mean, there are vans where you can totally flatten the back seats and it's just a big
Right, that's what I'm thinking
area.
of. Oh my
But
god, I have Voth ships on this one too. Ugh.
Voth ships, we just got out of the.
I switched tunes.
Yeah.
Cliff, however, has Zenkethi ships.
Ooh. That sounds like a Zenkethi front.
It does sound like an.
If I may say so myself.
It does, doesn't it?
Or
I presume you're
pull
not
off
in game
our
id because I don't see you here.
No, I'm just kind of hanging back right now.
No worries. 'Tis early and you got a lot of stuff you need to address today, so no surprise there.
I'm gonna have a construction crews in now for the next 2 days.
For?
They're replacing the windows in all the units.
Oh, well, good. Chris and Cliff, I've sent you both invitations, I think.
Or scratching your belly.
Oh,
Not mine.
more.
Just in case someone
Okay.
had
Okay,
weird thoughts.
just checking there. I'm going to queue us up for Zenkethi front.
Sure thing. Because he's lying on his side, so tempting to just scratch the belly, and that's his fault, not mine.
So Loki got up on the bed last night as I'm kind of like 90% asleep, and I was giving her kind of the arbitrary I'm falling asleep petting on the back, and she rolls over and goes, rub belly, rub belly. I have to wake up to rub belly. Wake up and rub
Just
belly.
the same thing. Hagrid does the same thing when I go to bed. I'm like, oh, that's time to cuddle and then go to sleep. But no cuddle. I mean cuddles. But then I'm rolling onto my back, and you gotta scratch the belly. Or this is not the proper send-off for us for the day, isn't it? Isn't it?
Oh,
Isn't it?
I probably should make this a better loadout.
Isn't it?
Oopsie.
Isn't it enough? It's never enough for you, is it? And you're just being cute and cat. He's doing the mantis pose, which is just the most adorable thing ever. Aren't you the cutest? Aren't you the cutest?
Not that he's overly fond of his dog or anything. Go.
No, not at all. No. None of that has been noted so far.
No, not at all.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Does my headset always have to start beep beep battery low thing right now?
Yeah, that's
Freaking
probably.
timing. Get a better timing. That's the wrong cable. Such a goofball though. Yesterday, he had a bit of an upset tummy on the Saturday. He ate too much grass and then
Oh, yes.
had a return of that. So he lied down in his bed, and I just put the travel ball, which is a silicone made, it's fundable. I put it next to it, and I forgot about it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't take it away, and he lied onto it last night. And I realized that I smell of a wet dog, and I'm like,
Wee-woo?
what the hell happened? Yeah, we do have a wee-woo. I'm like, why do I smell a wet dog?
Oh.
We weren't outside, it wasn't raining. And then I realized he's trying to lick off the wetness of his fur, and I'm like, oh no, did you lie down in the bowl? And because it's silicone, it's soft, he didn't even feel as it fondled underneath him.
Mm-hmm.
Folded, actually.
Yes, that.
So, yeah, he actually got really wet to dry him. Jacob, we didn't notice until it was way too late and the fur was all wet on the back.
Oh, poor baby. Is it
But
me, or do
he,
wet dogs smell faintly of coffee?
uh,
I mean, puppies smell like coffee. Puppy feet smell like coffee. Maybe it's I associate everything with coffee now. Speaking of, since I had to be in Chicago last week for something, went to my favorite coffee shop only to discover they had moved to a different town. That's okay.
what?
Yeah, well, there's like 5 towns along the river right in a row, so you can go from North Aurora to Batavia to Geneva to St. Charles to South Elgin, all within like 10 miles. So it's not horrible. But I got there and they've moved. I get to the new place and I'm like, okay, I'm buying coffee. I'm buying like 10 pounds of coffee because I'm not going to be back here for a month.
Yeah, that is fair.
And guy's like, we can ship it to you. Yes, I know that. But I can just come here and buy it too since I have to be here. I've got a bomb. Where am I going? I'm going... Is there anything dead? Yeah, I'll go for the middle one. No, I want that ship. Thank you very much.
Kelvin Enterprise and Kelvin Destroyer.
Oops, wrong buttons. There we go. Hopefully I'll keep this bomb. I've been seeing it happening again in this where the bombs just disappear. Get a bomb,
Yeah,
you get to the base, all of a sudden you don't have a bomb. It's very annoying.
Yeah. The bug seems to be coming and going.
Yep. Oh, there's another disappearing traits bug that seems to have popped up for a few people. Not consistently, so it might be them. Okay. But I just suggested they report the bug right away because if it is an issue, rather than having it turn into a disaster like last time for everybody.
Better to report it as soon as possible.
And if they
Before
tell
it
me
becomes
one
a
more
big
time to
problem.
put it in the forums, I am not putting any reports in the forums.
Yeah, the forums need to die. Like the forums in general is such a early 2000s idea. I think.
Yeah, every
We've
time you put
outgrown
something there, people just
forums.
insist on giving you a hard time about life.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
you're a
Forums have
terrible
become
person is the
lid
general
to
response.
toxicity. I don't know where it come from.
There has never been a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
That's so much true. So true.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't like going to forums. I've been gladly signed out of all of the forums for any community I'm part of, and avoiding them like the plague.
Yeah.
I don't know. Back in the day, in the early 2000s, forum used to be the place where you go for help, but now you just go for it if you want to feel like someone needs to judge you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, STO's forums were always no use.
Judgmental?
Well, that's because the STO started in 2009, where forums were already a wretched source of scum and villainy. But if a game existed like in 2004 or 5, they could still be useful at some point.
Yeah.
Right.
Anything that came after that time, like around 2008-9, is going to be a wretched and unpleasant place.
Yes, they are indeed.
And you would put in a support ticket with them, and they'd come back with you. It's like, go post this into the forums. It's like, no.
Yeah, I've actually chatted with a person from customer support who's like, "Would really appreciate if you put it in the forums." I'm like, "No, I don't need to be abused."
All right.
Yep.
And they're like, "What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Have you ever been in the
Have you been up
forums?"
to the forums lately?
The new thing is, go put it in the Discord.
Yeah, I'm not doing that either.
I could be more inclined to put it in the Discord, but it's just too many posts to go through.
Well, the thing is, you don't get an answer. You have to go hunting for an answer.
Yeah, because I've got the time and the livelihood to invest, to go through a wall of text that is probably already, you know, competing with the Bible itself, and then just find the right post about my issue. Like, no, I'm sorry, I'm already giving my free time to the game. I am not going to be scrolling through threads on Discord to find a potential answer to my question. No.
Well, the thing is, a lot of times, if it's a game-related potential bug with a workaround issue, it's in Reddit someplace. I don't mind hitting Reddit.
Yeah. But Reddit is accessible from anywhere, and you can just Google it, and it will just pop up.
Yeah.
But
like
Google
with
doesn't work
STO,
on Discord.
Say that again, Ed?
But with STO here, we've had 3 different server migrations for the forums, and we've lost information through those.
Yep. That's one reason I tend to go to Reddit. I mean, Reddit dates back to the beginning of the game.
Personally like Reddit, but I definitely find it more useful than the forums.
Yeah, I mean, it's still toxic, but you can just scroll through for the thing you need. All right. What do I need? What do I need out of that one? I hope you got yours on Kathy Ship's Cliff. Where are we at here? Well, that got me 4,000 of my 150,000 repair hull in space. That's pathetic.
Well, that's... Oh my god, because you got the biggest one. Oh, Jesus.
Well, normally I'll just go over to Ruins of Doom and sit there with a ship that can repair a hull in space. This ship I don't think is set up for it. Oh! Well, that would be part of it. None of my stations were equipped.
Hey, when that happens.
Yeah.
I could have...
That's definitely a part of it. Let's see if it even likes things. Oh, it does like things, so... What have I got? That's a good one to put up there for that one. What do I want for that one?
You didn't have a loadout saved on this ship?
I had everything set up for this ship when I was using it yesterday. I don't have it today.
Did you save it as a loadout? Maybe you just need to click on it and it'll just load up.
Yeah, no, it didn't. Sometimes for stations it won't load up, so I'm not too worried about that one. What am I gonna do? Yeah, let's...
Well, they're supposed to. So
Yeah.
There's something wrong.
Yes, indeed. Oh, that's interesting. I'm not going to go for that one there. I don't care. Go with Divnak.
But it'll definitely explain why you had issues with fixing your hull if you didn't have any bridge officers.
Yep.
No engineer and no hazard emitters and stuff like that. Oopsie.
And as a result, all my trays are back and filled again. Okay. There we go. Oh, well.
Oh, try to get a little sleep.
Okay, well, good luck with everything today. Give HR a call after 9.
Yep.
And then hopefully you'll get a chance to get some sleep before you have to go to work tonight. Or whatever you do, whatever onboarding is, whether it's night or day.
Right.
Get some rest.
Will do.
Okay. Cliff, what else have you got?
No, he made me yawn. Why is yawning contagious? Can someone scientifically explain this?
Probably. See you in a second.
Sorry, what?
Sorry about that.
Did you yawn?
Yawns are contagious due to the non-conscious mimicry and empathy driven by mirror neurons in the brain that promote social connection and synchronization.
Except we don't see each other. We just need to hear it, and that might just be a pretend yawn, and you're still drawn to it. Oh my god.
But again, it's according to this,
someone stop
it's the social the argument is it's a social thing. You see a yawn, you hear a yawn, and so you do it out of
I can
sympathy and
see
empathy.
a
But
bird yawn or a squirrel yawn, and it's still
yep,
gonna make me want to yawn. I'm done socializing with a squirrel.
yep, no. There's a picture here of a cat yawning. Despite being a fundamental part of our lives, information on yawning is thin. But yawning is a primitive reflex among many animals that originates in the brainstem. Animals with bigger brains tend to yawn longer.
Oh, that explains a few things.
Social mirroring, so that would also then be why we do it, because we hear it.
Yeah, but it's unconscious, right? It's not something you decide to do. It's completely independent from you.
Oh no, Cliff also has destroys Unkethy ships in the Battlezone.
My condolences and good luck.
How many do you have, Cliff? I re-rolled that this morning. I'm like, nope, nobody, nope, not doing that one. Would anybody like to do Aftermath Nasorden patrol with me for my Voth ships and potentially for repairing some hull? If you would like to join that, I am going to put that on advanced. Oops, wrong button. That button there. There, that button. I'm going to launch myself into Aftermath. If you would like to join us, Cliff, you can launch yourself into it.
Yep, just a second.
I know it was supposed to be a XP weekend. I took ships out and it was still taking me 4 patrols to level a ship versus what's typical during an XP weekend. I had put my boosts on, and typically in an XP weekend that's 2 patrols.
Strange though, because it's like it's taking me maybe 2 patrols to level up a ship from 0 to 5.
Mm-hmm. No, it was taking me 4.
And I've never used any boosters or anything like it.
Yeah, it used to be, like I said, I kind of think that even though they said it was an XP weekend, it wasn't an XP weekend. Oh, are you starting that?
Yeah, I can't believe in that.
You started that again. Well, thank you for starting that because you gave me 4 of my 10 ships without my having to do anything. Thank you very much. Now I just have to take some hull damage. Which usually happens with Voth. That's one reason I come out here. And Cliff has joined us. Hi, Cliff. Any place you want to go is fine. Have fun. Curious if that did any good. Oh, that did basically no good at all. Interesting. Interesting. Nimbus Pirates is doing more to give me hull repair than anything else has so far. Interesting. Oh, the dogs are snoring, if you guys can hear that little grunty sound in the background. Thank you, my Nimbus Pirates. I appreciate the heals. It is indeed. Oh, I haven't checked my lottery winnings yet for the weekend. It was $700 million on Saturday.
Nice.
Yep. I like to live in my fantasy world of there's a potential that I want it right up until I go look at the card. But this one was an expensive lottery ticket because I went over to the machine to buy a ticket. I didn't feel like going to the grocery store. Put down my 3 bags of groceries, got my ticket, stood up with my 2 bags of groceries, not realizing till I got home that I'd left a bag of groceries behind. And considering it wasn't close to home, it's just like, ugh, it's not worth it. Not worth driving that far back just to get the $6 worth of groceries I left. Whoopsie. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, I didn't die.
Dying.
I did these
God, Vance, why are you dying so easily?
because I'm not paying attention. It's also Voth, and they have the mirror. They can reflect damage off their shields.
Oh yeah, that thing.
That thing, yeah.
They kind of made it worse because you used to be able to nullify it with the subnucleonic beam.
Yep.
But now it doesn't work.
There is something that works, but I don't remember what it is. Now I died. Thank you. Well, that got me up to 113 in repair hull out of 150, so that's not too bad.
That's cool.
See if maybe we can finish that up here. Probably not. Yes, depart system. Thank you very much. Well, apparently I leveled the ship, or got at least a level on the ship. That's something. Yes, the ship is leveled. Yay, team. Works better when you put everything in the trays. Anything else in there I want? There. Okay. I've got... one more? Anything? Cliff, Chris, anything you'd like to do? Not to worry about it, Cliff. It was a couple of jars of peanut butter and something else. Like I said, about $6 worth of food. And the gasoline to get back would be more than $6. At least I didn't leave the fresh peaches behind. That would be tragic. Chris, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Would you like... I've got
Just
time for
wondering
one...
what I can do, because I honestly have done everything I had on me. I mean, I have salvage to do, but I think I've got enough
you know what?
stuff to salvage one thing.
Well, if you haven't, we could do 9th rule. That usually dumps a ton of salvage.
No, I said I have enough
Okay.
on my inventory to
All right.
recycle, so I can get it.
I had
Didn't
two
need any more.
3,000 salvages the other day, and I'm like, great. And then I went out and did 9th rule, and it's like, oh, 9th rule on normal. Dumps salvage. Except when you want it to, then it doesn't. How about just like ISA? Something normal?
Normal? What is normal?
These days, ISA is normal. ISA on advanced is now normal. Usually pops up pretty quick. Of course, during red alerts pop up all the time, but that's a different story.
Yeah, that's true. I'm ready if you wanna.
I have queued us
Oh,
up
you
for a
queued
little
it up,
ISA,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I was transitioning between maps. I didn't see the queue pop in. Which is fine. Talking about like browsing stuff on the internet, I run into a TikTok and it was showcasing. It was just a single guy who's a stone worker, stonemason,
Okay. Weeble?
something of it. We were indeed.
Weeble.
He's been restoring European monuments like
Oh, cool.
stonework. Like sculptures, semi sculptures, supports, facades, and Gothic churches and stuff like that. And he's been using the same material and the same methods and techniques as they were used back then.
Yeah.
So he was trying to be faithful. Even the way they were put together, he didn't use any of the new stuff. They used the old methodology of actually putting them together and putting them back into their places. Like watching just, sculpting with, hammer and a chisel. That literally is what it is.
Yep.
The fact that he can just chisel out a straight line
Oh, I know.
after he drew a line with a pencil. It's just like I could watch this all day. It's so beautiful. It's such an incredible work. It takes time. It's a process, but honestly, I wouldn't mind just getting a slab of, I don't know, a marble or something and just go at it myself because it looks absolutely fascinating.
I love watching sculptors when they're doing work with chisels and they start with a coarse chisel and winds up with these rough, grainy lines, and I'm like, but when it's done, it's like smooth as silk and gorgeous.
Yeah, it's incredible.
How do they do this? It's so beautiful.
And it's funny because people are like, oh, how could they cut a slab or something into building the pyramids? And I'm like, is it hard to have a hammer or even a rock and a chisel and a sharpened chisel and just hit it? And like, it's not that hard. Like, I mean, it is a technique. It requires precision. It requires like ability and training, but it's not something unthought of. Just because you have a ruler today doesn't mean they didn't have tools to make a straight line drawn.
Ways to make straight lines and to measure 90-degree angles and all that stuff. They could do it.
Yeah, they could do it then. Why do people think it's impossible by 2,000 years ago or 3,000 years ago by today's standard? Like,
there's a couple anthropologists who do really good videos, but this one guy put it, gee, two guys hitting a rock with another rock. Wow. we needed
not?
aliens to help with that one. And the other one, shaping the pyramids, he goes, wow, piling up rocks. Yep, we needed aliens to help with piling up rocks. And it happened in multiple cultures. Yeah. What a concept.
What a concept that humans actually learn how to use tools, right?
Yep.
You know how to use a knife and a fork. How hard it is to use a chisel. Yeah, to make it shaped like something, you need training, you need years and training in it, but it's not impossible. And they had like dozens and upon dozens of people who were actually doing that kind of work.
And shared their knowledge and skills.
Yeah, they had apprenticeships and all that.
Oh, yeah.
I think Michelangelo just started sculpting perfectly shaped human bodies with like even veins popping under their skin out of like on a day one when he took a hammer and chisel into his hands. Like it took him years to be someone else's apprentice. To
that would be
figure out the techniques and then perfect them, and even developed his own techniques or approach to all that. Like, come on.
Well, there's so many biographies about Michelangelo, but I'm curious. It would be a fun story to hear Michelangelo's instructor's story. I mean, watching this obviously brilliant person coming through, learning everything, all the skills that are there, and then, of course, the story of his life, the personal story, because that was an interesting person.
I mean, all of them were. Like, Da Vinci also plays around with...
Oh, Da Vinci is a little bit, if I remember correctly, has a little bit more history that's been documented, so we know a little bit more about him than Michelangelo.
Didn't they live very closely to each other, timeline-wise?
Yeah, absolutely. If I remember correctly, it's been a while.
Because they both did the Renaissance time, so...
Yep.
I know, I always been fascinated about sculpture in terms of, like, making all those shapes. And it's like finding a shape within a slab of rock, but it's a little more than that. You gotta know when to stop and know how to, like... I don't know. How do you make? If you take too much stone out, do you have to like start from a new slab? You gotta scratch it.
I have no idea. But he would, according to what I've read, he would see within the shape of the rock what he wanted to carve, but not every rock had the shape he wanted. So maybe a way of interpreting it. Anyway, he was born in 1475.
Well into Renaissance, yeah.
And Da Vinci was born in 1452, so yeah, they were only 20 years apart.
Yeah.
And Da Vinci lived 67 years, and Michelangelo was like 88, which is unbelievably old for its time.
For the
his
time, yeah.
Yeah.
But, he's been, considering his craftsmanship and the line of work, he could provide for himself pretty well.
Yeah, but there's also the perils of doing that. I mean, you get marble dust in your lungs. The paints that they used weren't really good for you. Working by candlelight and by firelight really builds up soot in your lungs. But you're right, they had enough money when they had money. They don't always have money.
Yeah.
But they had patrons who supported them. Anyway, it's 7 o'clock. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to try and figure out what my life is all about. And in the meantime, clean up the front yard before my cousin gets here, because I don't want him to see my front yard looking quite as bad as it looks at the moment. Everyone, on behalf of me here at and Chris and Cliff here at Moopsy in the Morning, whatever, welcome to the Moopsyverse. I hope you all have a wonderful day and stay moopsome.
Who are you? We are the knights who say
Moopsy.